This is Spencer Dutton from 1923. He's the youngest son of James and Margaret Dutton on 1883, and throughout season 1 of the new show, we learned...
You're a hunter. You're famous.
Yep, he's kind of the guy you call when a lion or a pair of lions are stalking your neighborhood, and now we know how he became that way, and whose legacy he's carrying forward, and y'all, it makes me feel some kind of way. Hey, it's Billy Dukes, and this video is going to reveal a 1923 Easter egg that could change everything we thought about what was going to happen during Season 2 of 1923, which is set for later this year? Early next year? Anyone who says they know is guessing. After this jolt of reality, myself and my Dutton Rules podcast co-host, Adison Haager, will pop up to offer some quick thoughts on Season 1 and dish out grades. What grade do you give this show? And how would you rate it against Yellowstone in 1883? Comments below, and consider tapping subscribe for more Yellowstone universe news and analysis. We guess too, but we'll always be honest about it. Previously, Yellowstone and 1923 fans discovered a whiskey decanter John Dutton held in Season 5 was the same one that Spencer and Alex poured from during 1923. We did a whole video on this, link in the corner and in the description section. While cute, that Easter egg isn't too informative outside of suggesting that Alex is Kevin Costner's character's grandmother. We still don't know the truth there. Talking to Insider after the Season 1 finale, actor Brandon Sklenar revealed another Easter egg and its origin. As a hunter, Spencer carries a knife, seen here on his hip. As it turns out, that's the same knife his older sister, Elsa, got from Sam, the Comanche Indian she marries during 1883. Of course, we know what happens to Elsa. Rest in peace, baby girl. I would argue that's the saddest death from all 3 series combined, but that's another conversation. Spencer's tribute to her is personal. Sklenar says it was his idea. He wanted to show what an influence his older sister had on him, even though they never met. Furthermore, it's meant to indicate that he learned to hunt and track from local indigenous persons. If you believe in fate, things don't look good for this Dutton. Well, let's just be honest, it's not smart to bet on any Dutton living past age 50, because none from the James and Marge branch of the tree have so far. Feel free to tap on the video in this corner to find out how they died. Anyone who believes that creator Taylor Sheridan is making us fall in love with Spencer and Alex just to crush us like he did with Elsa, just got a big piece of supporting evidence. Basically, this is future me. Did you notice any other Easter eggs? Comment below or email staff@tasteofcountry.com. We may use your comment or theory on a future episode of Dutton Rules, found wherever you podcast. For this Season 1 wrap-up, we turned the cameras on so we could include grades here. A third member of our team, Sterling Whitaker, gave the season an A, which is better than the B+ he gave Season 5 of Yellowstone. I was not so generous. I thought separate locations kind of really took away from the show as a whole and didn't let us really get to know any character 100%, especially Jacob and Kara. I didn't think Harrison Ford underwhelmed me a little bit. Like, his character was almost a supporting character, which is a little bit of a surprise. Spencer and Alex were kind of the opposite. We spent a lot of time with Spencer and Alex, but I would argue maybe a little too much time. At some point, I'm like, okay, let's just get them home already. It's been 8 episodes here, and they're running into one obstacle after another. I know that Taylor Sheridan wanted to make this 2 full seasons, and I agree that this deserves more than just 8 episodes. Like, he couldn't have told this full story in 8 episodes. But I don't know that he needed 16 episodes. I feel like one 12-episode season might have been the ticket to kind of compact some of this action.
We've got an A, a B, and I'm gonna go A-. What I loved I love the time piece that we're in, and kind of this transition of, we're coming into more industrial things, and it's been fun watching, Kara and Jacob when they went to town and seeing, there's a washing machine and there's something called a, refrigerator, and just kind of seeing the transition there with cars and all the above. I really enjoyed that, but I also agree with you, Billy, and why give it an A- was I don't feel like we needed, as much as that I love Spencer and Alex, it did get to a point where I was like, all right, and yet again, we're on it. It took the entire season, and they're still not to Montana. We are still trying to, where I feel like it just was beating a dead horse a little bit of, okay, we get it. You're trying to get back home. Where feel like we could have put a little bit more light. To your point, I totally expected, I mean, having two very noteworthy actors in this show, Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford, I did expect them to have more of a presence. Poor Jacob was just trying to heal and stay alive, I feel like halfway of this 1923.